again. I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Genesis Alpha 1. We're here in one of our two greenhouses at the moment, ready to increase the amount of atmosphere we're producing so we can add a couple of additional crew members. I have also brought back Wolfie and Mike, as you can see. We now have version 2 of those guys. Not been assigned a location yet. I'll do that in just a moment. And I also think it's time for us to start pushing towards getting the required crew for that Genesis mission, which needs 15 crew members breathing an O2 atmosphere. So we need to plant another couple of plants, because we have currently enough atmosphere for 10 O2 crew members. We need to find enough atmosphere for another 5. Now we do have 3 slots left, but we don't need to use all 3 of them because we do have a palm. So this will provide 3 O2. So we'll plant that, and then we'll plant our fern to get the remaining 2 O2, and that'll give us enough to support 5 new O2 breathing crew members. A couple of those will be crew that are being brought back, so we'll bring back DQ and Craig, and we'll also bring back Ruff as V2 as well, and then we'll use the remaining slots to fill in with a couple of new requests on top of that as well. So, just got to wait for this plant to arrive, get it dropped off at the location here. See if we can see our robot coming through. Shouldn't take too long. We do have the new faster robots, I think, don't we? Or are we still using the old ones? I can't remember if we switched over to the Robotniks or not. We'll find out when one of them comes through the door. Eventually. Come on, robot, where are you? Oh, here we go. We're still on the old robots, so we need to get a new Robotnik if we can. We need to find the B1s. They are brilliant. So there we go. First plant has been dropped in there. So you can see that's being planted. And it's... is it Nick in here? Yeah, Nick and... Nick and Katie are in here. They'll tend to the plant and get that to upgrade to a new atmosphere. While we're waiting for that to happen, we'll bring in the fern. There you can see the palm getting its second atmosphere being produced already. And the fern is on its way. That's quarters. Here we go. Let's make our way back to the clone lab. So we're going to go with a mix of humans and sort of arachnids, I think, arachnoids. Let's see how many of each we've got. I brought back Wolfie and Mike as arachnoids. Let's see. One on the bridge, one on the tractor, one in the refinery. So that's 5 in total. Let's put Wolfie in here.
Job assigned.
To help speed up the cloning process. We'll go with one more arachnoid.
Cloning initiated.
And fill the rest with humans.
Cloning initiated.
So that's 3. The atmospheres will be increased by another 2 momentarily. And do I have a space on the bridge for another crew member? No, I don't. But who is on the bridge? Jacques, or Jakes, as I've been reliably informed, it's pronounced Jakes. And Fenrir. I'm going to remove Jakes from the bridge and replace him with another arachnoid.
Dismissed.
Just to help speed up the scan process. So where are my unassigned crew members? There we go. Let's get Mike
Job
version
assigned.
2 on here. That'll speed up our scanning ability, I hope. Are my clones all getting the new ability, I wonder? Yes, you can see, look, selected ability, awareness 1. So every single one of these new clones will be implanted as standard with that awareness ability. There's a new biosphere added. So we now want to start producing human clones. No empty crew cabins left. Ooh. Ah. So I have too many crew members to actually finish off the extra O2. That's a bit of a problem. We're going to need to build a temporary additional quarters, and I don't know if I have A, enough power, or B, enough resources. I've just got enough energy, but not enough resources. We need 2 more iron. What do we have in the system that we're in? Anything that we can grab? Just grab some iron from there. That's copper. How much storage do I have? Plenty of storage, so we'll grab the copper. No iron there. I need to add another crew member in here. Let's
Job assigned.
reassign Jake's in here. I want to check out again, see the location for Workshop B. Just see just how dangerous it's going to be for us to go over there. How do we have it here? Just the one person. What about resources? Let's craft a new turret. Let's craft some new barriers.
Resource acquired.
How am I doing for ammo?
Processing.
That's the grenades full. I think we're going to be okay on shells. Let me double check.
Access granted.
No, we've only got 3 boxes left, so we need some more shells.
Processing.
Energy cells.
Processing.
We've got plenty of lithium. And we're out of bullets.
Access granted.
Well, plenty of bullets. You can see 19 boxes of bullets. So we've got everything we need except for copper. Oh wow, some big stuff coming in there. A rock and is that a Zeleny? And one of those weird creatures there as well. A little bit of biomass to grab just there. We are eating through quite a bit of our biomass actually at the moment. Don't have any turrets on me. Do I have any in storage?
Access granted.
Oh yes, plenty of turrets. Okay, let's grab a few turrets. Grab a couple of extra barriers as well.
Resource beaming complete.
Let's start making sure we're safe under here. So I've got a turret just there.
Resource acquired.
Kind of want to have another one just over here as well. There we go. Just want to go and double check how we're looking down in the hangar area. Going the wrong way. There we go. A turret up here. Still pretty high all round. Good strength barrier. 345, that's okay. 285 is okay. Decent strength
Resources
barrier.
collected.
Good ammo counts. Almost gone, but we do have, you know, some spare turrets on it, so it's not the end of the world if that one goes. Let's check the refinery. Running a little low. Barrier strength down to 94. That's going to need replacing soon. A turret down there for emergencies. Into our deposits. Let's just check the actual
Resource acquired.
energy boxes are okay. Yes, they're good. And then that's some storage down there, isn't there? And then obviously the turbo lift to other storage. So, okay. We're in a pretty decent shape over here. Let's send the crew out. Got one bit of lithium there. Do want to go for one bit there as well. Let's just send the crew back out here.
Destination set.
Launch 8, 7, 6, 5.
Resources collected.
So there goes Fractured and Map version 2. Our 2 Infernos with 175 health.
Sequence activated.
Get them to pull some stuff back for us. Bit of flickering going on down there. I think it's just because we're at distance, the hyperdrives seem to be absolutely fine. Let's use our beaming station to head back to the bridge.
Resource acquired.
Let's take a look where we are. So we have our HCI candidate over there. We can't do that. We just don't have anywhere near the right kind of crew requirements for that one. If you take a look, we need 25 crew consuming HCI. That's an awful lot of crew for starters, and they all need a very, very specific type of atmosphere, which we just don't even have the plans to try and accommodate just yet. But we do have this one here, Gonnet, which needs 15 crew consuming O2. There is iron in this system as well, so this is where we're going to make our... Oh, there's a fern in here as well, so we can stock up a little bit. So we're going to make our way to that system. Just wait for the harvester to come back. It is back. I'm going to finish purging that planet that we're on, because there's some really good materials on there in terms of gold and copper that we can actually make a bit of money from. Gather up some more biomass. That turret now has gone. It's alright. I'll stick to just the 4 turrets in here for a little while. Nothing breaking out through there. All good through here.
Resources collected.
Although, actually, I would like to have... Oh, I've got a barrier. I was going to say, I would like a barrier on that door. There is one. Let's move out of the way. Something's just popped out. It's gone.
Harvester destination.
Send the crew back out again.
7, 6,
Quicker and safer for us to do it this way than going along for the mission. It increases the mission duration, and also, as you have seen, increases the likelihood that at least one person's going to get got as well. So we want to try and avoid that a bit if we can. How many crew members do I actually have unassigned at the moment? 1, 2, 3 people unassigned. So let's try and spread them around the ship a little bit. I'll put 2 on the bridge. Actually, let's use this to check. So I've got 2 crew in there. I've got 2 crew in there. I could put a 3rd one in each of those. 1 extra in there as well. What about the refinery? Actually have the full amount in there. So yeah, let's do that then. Let's go to the greenhouse.
New materials
wrong terminal.
have been refined.
There we go.
Job assigned.
Add in a new crew member there. Go across to the other greenhouse. There we go.
Harvester,
Add in
job
another
assigned.
crew member in there, and then we can add another crew member in the clone lab as well. I see something's on board the ship and has now been dealt with. That's the workshop. We want to go to the clone lab.
Job assigned.
Crew assign. Again, we don't have the quarters. That was the problem. We have the atmosphere now, but we don't have the quarters. So we do need that little bit
New
extra.
materials have been refined.
So that little bit of extra iron. Wow, look at all the stuff that this harvester has brought back. In terms of stowaways, lots of biomass here. Some DNA samples as well. Crawl level 2. More biomass. Last of the samples has been cleared away, so we can send the crew back out again.
Harvester destination set.
There we go. Just double check everything in here. Yep. Something's broken out in here. Oh, 2 spiders broken out.
New materials have been refined.
them taken care of. Let's just wait for the harvester to do its thing. There it goes. It's been mentioned in the comments how it kind of is a little reminiscent of Red Dwarf, and yeah, looking from the back, it does almost look a little bit the way it just shoots off like that. It does remind me a little bit of Starbug leaving Red Dwarf.
New materials have been refined.
A little bit. I think it's the sort of bulky rear end and the legs sticking out like that that does it. And there we go. We have returned.
Landing sequence initiated.
Harvester has returned.
Biotank is full again already. Oh, there goes a turret. Yeah, I need to replace that. Just looking to see if there are any more DNA samples, or maybe a weapon sample or an awareness sample. Or ability sample, sorry. No, nothing at the moment. That's okay. New turret in place. Resources are all being carted away. And I have come across, I've got another playthrough going on my other profile, so I can have a private play in between, episodes of this, because you can only run a single profile or a single, playthrough at a time. Once this one, if I were to start a new profile, it would remove this one, a new playthrough. This one would disappear instantly and wouldn't be recoverable. So I have been kind of playing on my other profile a little bit, and
Harvester destination.
I have on that one encountered that bug that we found in pre-release gameplay, where the harvester just refuses to unload for no apparent reason. So I am going to have to find out what's going on with that. I'll send some details. I've captured some footage. I'll send some details over to Team 17, see if they know what's going on with that, if they're aware of it. But yeah, still the only way I've found to actually clear that problem, if it is something that's happened to you, you'll know exactly what I mean by the harvester just not unloading. The only way I've found to clear that while still playing is to just delete the cargo. So when the ship returns, you'll have the option to destroy cargo by pressing square, and it just removes all of the cargo off the side of the harvester. So that can be an easy way to sort of clear the issue, but it does mean that you are destroying resources, which can be a little problematic, especially if you're desperate for, say, sulfur, and you've just gone out and you've brought back 5 loads of sulfur. It's like, that's nearly 2 turrets worth of sulfur, and then you have to destroy it just to be able to get your harvester to start working again. It's frustrating, but hopefully that'll resolve itself. It's the only bug that I've experienced.
Harvester has
Oh, they're still able to get up there, aren't they? We might need to reposition that barrier slightly. Oh, there's a DNA sample. And another turret has run out of ammo. Let's replace that. Oh, and one down here's gone as well. Look, they're all disappearing. Some of these higher ranked, or say higher ranked, these tougher, more dangerous enemies. Go on, go down. Oh, wrong button. That's why. Some of these tougher creatures, like the rocks in particular, that are quite resistant to standard ballistic damage, they do eat up a lot of ammo from the turrets. Oh, we've got destroyed energy node. Something is hiding in here where it shouldn't be. There it is, it's just been destroyed. And then that's what it was nibbling on, that energy node just there. So make sure that's fixed and repaired.
New materials have been refined.
These ones are okay. And are we ready to send the crew off one? Oh, that was the last time. So we're going to ignore the one remaining lithium on each of those 2 systems. It's just not really worth sending them out for one more bit of lithium. Instead, we're going to go back to the bridge and we're going to jump our way. Got to get in the habit of using this beaming station. Here we go. Definitely saved running through the entire ship. We're going to get back into the O2 system over here. So we need to make 2 jumps.
Warning. Prepare for hyperdrive.
It's just out of range. The system now low danger because the Fremen have moved away. You can see, actually, if we tick that, you can see where the Fremen are all hanging out, and it's sort of those exclamation points show where the Fremen currently are, and that's all clustered around that merchant, which is making any kind of transaction over there a bit of a risky proposition, but we should be okay. Down here, they all seem to have moved around a bit and moved away from the area, so we're okay to spend some time here without fear of being boarded. So let's get the iron. Is there a normal planet to look at as well? Yes, there is. Yes, it's the Fern, isn't it? The Fern and uranium. We'll send the crew out there. We'll keep an eye in here for a second. What weaponry have I got with me? Ah, yes. All ballistic. Should probably change that.
Resources collected.
What weapons do I have? Let me have another look. The pistol, the X-ray caster, the laser rifle. The energy rifle is a lot of fun, actually. I have been using that on my other playthrough. Quite a fair bit more powerful than the laser rifle. Slower fire, but more powerful. Got the acid rifle. I don't think we've used that yet, have we? Let's add that to the rack. We've got the... Let's see, what can we take out? Let's take the acid thrower off.
Resource acquired.
And add in the acid rifle.
Access granted.
So there it is. There's the acid rifle. We'll swap that out for our assault rifle. Full on ammo, 150 rounds. A little bit of biomass.
Harvester has returned.
Harvester's back. And we should now hopefully be able to have enough to build the new quarters. We do. Where shall I stick this? I guess there for now. Although maybe would it fit off the back? No, that's too far out. The ship's too wide, so it won't allow us to connect just there, even though there is a doorway. So let's add in another crew quarters just here. Now, you know what? Let's do something. I'm limited on energy again, aren't I? Are there any corridors I can take out? No. Alright, so we'll stick a crew quarters there then. It's not ideal. I was, hoping to have a corridor that kind of comes up here, and then we could build out this way. But we just don't have the energy for it. I suppose we could, look at maybe adding in another reactor somewhere, which we probably will do. We're going to definitely need to if we want to expand the ship any further. But we have enough now, enough crew space to sort out those extra clones. So
Cloning resources collected.
Bring in the extra 2 crew members that we are missing.
New materials have been refined.
And we'll bring back Ruff. Oh no. Ruff has been in for a long time. DQ and Craig only lasted 3 episodes, whereas Ruff was here on episode 2 and lasted through to episode 8. So we have other people that need to come back first.
Resource acquired.
So we have DQ V2. Congratulations, DQ. You are back amongst the land of the living, so to speak.
New clone arrived. New materials have been refined.
That's the wrong crew member.
Collected.
What's Wolfie V2 doing in here? What? Something's gone very, very weird there. I've got 2 Wolfie V2s. How has that happened? You should be Wolfie V2, unless it's just randomly
Life form detected.
created that username there.
Life form detected.
That's strange. I've never seen that before. So there we go. Hatley V2. That's better. Craig is back,
New materials have been
and we should
refined.
now have 15 O2 crew members. I've had stuff sneaking around out here as well in the background. Let's grab some biomass. You know, I kind of want to close these barriers off as well.
Resource being complete. Resource acquired.
This is where we get nibbled on from behind while we're doing this. There we go. Let me get to the terminal. Let's just check how many O2 crew members we have. So 1, 2,
New materials
3,
have been
4,
refined.
5,
Resources.
6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9,
Resources collected.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. We now have enough crew to actually carry out a Genesis mission on the planet. I want to see if maybe I can get a little bit more sulfur before we do that, maybe. Just craft an extra couple of standby turrets. How are we doing over here with the iron? Almost done. Definitely make some more barriers with the lithium.
Resource acquired.
If I take a look at resource location, do I have sulfur nearby? Let's check the main charts. Oh, we do. Neighbouring system. Let's take a quick look in here. 9 sulfur ore. That's 3 turrets. And there's a site in there as well. And lots of lithium around here as well. So we could
Resources collected.
scan in some lithium and send the harvester out. What about in this system? Oh, lots of sulfur in here. Look at that. And decontamination site B is in here as well. That's what's at the site. Okay, so before we do... Oh, we've got some iridium there as well. That'll be useful going forward if we get the right weapon type. So what we'll do then is before we do our Genesis mission, we will take a trip over to that system and just get as much sulfur as we possibly can. In fact, let's do that now. Let's hop over to the other system. We'll get ourselves nice and prepped
Warning.
New materials have been refined.
so that when we go down, we've got, you know, plenty of turrets available to us if we need them, plenty of barriers, because you know, we potentially will need some of those for the Genesis mission. So let's start gathering those resources. Start by scanning in the sulfur from there. We're going to go and collect the decontamination B room from Paralan.
Harvester destination set.
9. Launch 8. Activate. 7. 6.
And this gives me the opportunity to try out our
3,
acid rifle.
2. 1. 0. Launch sequence activated.
Right, let's go find that site. Thought it was right in front of me for a second then. It's just leaves floating. I don't think I've ever seen that effect before. That's kind of cool. I like that. I thought it was a red beacon flashing, but no, it was just a leaf. A leaf on the wind. Maybe I should call... maybe I should, call a pilot Wash. I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch me soar. There we go. There's our flashing beacon. Look.
Accessing archives.
No ammo boxes lying around that I can
20%.
see. Just got to jump up onto this platform just in case we have got ankle biters lurking around here.
60%.
I hear gunfire from the turret way over there.
80%.
Something's coming.
All phases complete.
All phases complete. There we go. Let's get decontamination room B. Ah, there we go. It's the mantis. Now, do I want to fire acid at this close range? Oh, wow, that is much more direct. He moved. Doesn't seem to have the same sort of splashback effect. Oh, no. I just got splashed. That's not good. I'm burning. But doesn't seem to have the same kind of burning effect on the ground. Let's just grab a bit of biomass to heal up there. See, it's not causing, peripheral damage to the other creatures when they go over the burn marks. I think we're just going to keep getting surrounded by these guys until we actually move away from here. Alright, so let's run back to the ship. Here is the ship. Here's our crew.
Life form detected.
It's a much more focused, concentrated shot with the acid. Like I say, it does damage, but it doesn't seem to leave any burning residue. I think we're better off using the shotgun. There we go. Okay, so we'll help the crew out, finish off harvesting away. Oh, there was a plant on here as well. See if we can make sure we get the plant. Oh, I think of it. No, I'm thinking of a different system. Different. No, there is a plant. Look, there it is. Go. Our alien ability helping us out a little bit there. Not massively, but a little bit. The harvester is full, so it's time for us to skedaddle.
10, 9, launch 8, activate.
Return to the ship.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
There we go. So, successful mission. We got the decontamination room B. And on top of that, we grabbed a new plant, a new O2 producing plant as well.
New materials have been refined. Resource acquired.
Yeah, there goes our Robotniks. I was worried for a second there that they weren't going to start moving. Would like to get Workshop 2 up and running at some point soon as well, if that's at all possible. Which planet were we on? I think it was this one. Well, no, it was Paraland, wasn't it? That was the planet we were on. There we go.
Resources collected.
Just waiting for the last resources to be moved away. Definitely need to see if we can find those B1s.
Harvester destination set.
They are so much better.
Resource beaming.
Have we finished scanning? No, not quite. Still bringing stuff up with the tractor beam.
Resource acquired.
There we go.
New materials have been refined.
Still got a lot of sulfur to grab, look. Okay, so we'll leave them to it. Harvester's on its way back.
Resources collected.
Check what was breaking out over here. Look for any obvious signs of dropped loot. Not seeing anything. Here comes our harvester. Oh, we've lost a turret. I don't have any left.
Harvester has returned. New materials have been refined.
Okay, let's see. Have I got any? I should have a turret at least on here, I think. No. Okay, so we've got... let's see, this is why I wanted to do all that prep. Make sure we had the turrets and barriers available to us before we go down to the planet, because we may well need them. But let's start moving some of that sulfur through our crafting process. Need to replenish one of the turrets down here at the very least.
New materials have been refined.
Botniks getting in each other's way. They do sometimes seem to do that. They do get a little bit clunky. Getting each other's way a bit. Right, let's send them out for that extra bit of sulfur, just because it's sulfur and we need as much of it as we can. We're going to hammer this system for every single bit of sulfur we can before we leave here. I want to make sure that all my turrets are in good working operational condition, and on top of that, eating my terminal up. Didn't manage to damage it. Okay, that's fine. On top of that, I want to make sure I have a nice little stash in the locker, you know, a full cabinet of turrets available, because we may well, you know, run into some difficulties. And just gathering resources uses up our turrets. So some of them, as you've seen when we did our quick ammo count, some of them are getting close to needing to be replaced. We've already had to replace 3 turrets in the hangar bay. So it won't be too long till we have to do that with others as well. I've got 1 available now, you can see on the display. Oh, now it's gone up to 2. The second one's just been crafted.
Harvester has returned. New materials have been refined.
There we go, this low-level stuff. Nice and easy for our turrets to deal with. This is the other reason why I want to get the workshop level 2 as well, so that we can actually create tougher, more powerful turrets that do more damage. Hopefully that means they won't blow up so quickly. Let's get that harvester launched. We've got to be close to having beamed up the last of that sulfur there. We have. So let's beam up that sulfur. Would have been nice if I'd been able to get a new ability. You know, the healing or the shield ability. I have played about with the shield ability actually on my other playthrough, and that's actually a really useful ability. Shield and healing, by far my favourite 2 abilities of all the ones I've tried. Have not tried any of the other ones yet, though. Haven't tried Harm Touch. Haven't tried Damage Multiplier. I imagine that would be quite useful in certain locations. And Awareness, well, you've seen Awareness. It's okay, but it's only at rank 1. It's not that really all that helpful. The range is very, very limited. But these two, very, very useful. I mean, the ability to just heal back some damage that you take, always useful. But the ability to block any damage entirely, especially when you're being boarded by the Freeman or the mechanics, to just sort of see a cluster of them in a corridor. Activate your shield ability and just run up to them at point-blank range with a shotgun. You can just tear through a whole number of them immensely quickly like that, and because you have the shield ability, you take no damage, so you don't die on the spot, which you will almost certainly do if you didn't have that ability. Just too much fire coming back at you. Incredibly useful ability to have to deal with hostile boarding parties.
New materials have been refined. Resource acquired.
There we go, turret doing its job. More spiders trying to sneak on board. Let's add that turret. Look at that, we've got 4 turrets now. Excellent stuff. So we'll relaunch, get that extra bit of sulfur there. Let's reapply this turret up here. Actually going to position this turret there, I think. So what's left? The sulfur that we're beaming up there. And then the iridium and the uranium. Do I even have anything that needs iridium? Do I have any iridium already? No iridium. But I will need that for, I think, gas weapons, possibly. See, we've still got some sulfur ore that needs refining. That combined with the sulfur that we're beaming up means we should get a nice good stash of that very quickly.
Resources collected.
Landing sequence initiated.
Harvester
Just one sulfur left to be beamed from space.
has returned. New materials have been refined.
Nope, nothing to collect. So let's send the harvester out
Harvester destination
to this planet. This is slightly more dangerous, as you can see. We're going after the iridium and the uranium. The uranium we don't really need. The iridium we definitely need, just because it's a valuable resource to have. But high danger, so that will mean some nasty stuff coming back. I think our crew here is done. Reapply that barrier. That's reapplied way too far. There we go. Yeah, nothing else to go after in this system. While they're sort of out, I just want to check again the surrounding systems. There was another one that was potentially quite an attractive system to look at, I think. What's in here? Oh, look at that. We've got some aluminium. We've got some of that, but always useful to have some more. We've got a site. More sulfur. Lots of sulfur. Some plants. Another site. Some iron. And some more iron. I think we'll jump into this system as well. And then we've got this one here. Just, you know, some sulfur on that planet there. Lithium a lot in this system. go check on the progress of the hangar crew.
Life form detected. Life form detected.
Oh,
New materials have been refined.
what the hell? Oh! Where the hell did that go?
System malfunction.
A ship energy flow.
All ship modules need energy and a connection to the bridge. Make sure you have
It's shutting down my ship.
power.
Whatever that thing is, it's shutting down my ship. I think we've finally killed it off. Look at that, we've got a potential need for a maintenance shutdown. Need to get in the corridors, I think. Yeah, we've got a biosphere leak. We need to get into the corridor and start fixing these nodules immediately
Power reestablished.
before these become a fire. If they were on fire, then rebooting these would allow the sort of atmosphere A to kick in, and B, you can see our little robots there, our little droids and drones. They would help repair the damage,
Operational.
and a fire suppression system would kick in.
Power reestablished.
But if we don't do anything and we just leave them like this, then the problem gets worse and it spreads. You can see here another damaged node. Looks like we're okay through here. What the hell was that creature? Another damaged node just there. When they said danger, they weren't wrong, were they? We seem to be okay through here. Crew healing up. No more leaks anywhere on the ship. That's good. That was a bit dramatic, wasn't it? I have absolutely no idea what would be an effective weapon against energy like that.
Access granted.
I don't know if I've got anything here that would work. Maybe the assault rifle. Feel a bit iffy about firing acid on the ship. Let's get my health back. Okay, let's send the crew out again.
Harvester destination
Because we need the iridium. We didn't bring any back. And, oh, wait. Is it... Yeah, see, this is the bug. This is the bug I was telling you about. Look, see, nothing is happening here. Nothing is moving. We've got plenty of space. We've got 3 robots that are completely idle at the moment. They're just unloading stuff from the deposit into the refinery. There's no reason why these shouldn't unload. And yet, we are having that problem. So, we destroy the cargo. Luckily, it's only the uranium ore, so that's not too much of an issue. And it should work fine when it gets back, but we had to destroy all 5 samples. So if you're bringing back plants and that happens, then it becomes much more problematic, because plants are obviously a very precious resource. You need those for your biospheres, for your atmosphere. And there we go. So I want to see if what came back last time comes back this time as well, and if it does, what can we use to actually take it out? I'm going to try the assault rifle here. At least our turrets are still alive. Our barriers are... look at the damage that barrier is down to.
Sequence
Alright, here it comes.
Harvester has
No, something different this time. Very strange.
New materials have
What the hell
been
was that
refined.
creature? I don't think I've ever encountered that one before. I have encountered... I mean, that was in humanoid form as well. I have encountered kind of a weird cloud before, kind of electrical cloud that seems to just suck the life out of you, but I've never encountered a humanoid version of that before. Very odd. Alright, well, we've got 5 iridium. That's enough, I think. So, our Genesis prep is coming on very, very nicely. We'll just check our workshop situation.
New materials have been
There
refined.
we go. It's 5 more turrets. How many barriers do I have in stock? 3. That could be higher. What I'm going to do then, let's make my way back to the bridge, is I'm going to jump us into this system, which is the lithium system.
Warning. Prepare for hyperdrive.
There we go. We'll start grabbing the lithium, so we've got enough to build up a supply of barriers. We're going to go and visit the 2 planets.
New materials have been refined.
Yeah, the one with the sulfur and the one with the site. We'll start with the one with the site, see if we get anything exciting.
Harvester destination site.
Launch sequence
So that we can fill up our cabinet with more barriers and maybe an extra turret or 2 as well. And then next time out, I'll carry on doing this off camera. The next time out, we will actually attempt a Genesis mission with a fully loaded list of supplies in our harvester. But first of all, let's clear this site, see what we can find. Right, where is the site? There it is, monolith.
accessing archives.
Let's see what we're looking for. See what we might encounter as well.
20%.
Oh, humanoids.
40%.
Still way too far away, but they're going to turn around the side at the front of the harvester there and start attacking our crew. There they are.
80%.
More beaming in as well. Come on, hurry up.
Phases complete.
Location of the Inferno. Okay, so we'll be able to get those popping up
Detected.
on the map if we need to.
Life form detected.
These are Dekar again, aren't they? Oh, is that a weapon sample? It is. Oh, look at that! Turret sample. Oh, of course, we've just crafted a whole ton of turrets. And now we're getting the ability to upgrade turrets. Oh, that is so... that is so just typical my luck. Use all our sulfur to fill our turrets up, and then getting the ability to make even better turrets when we have no sulfur left. Just typical. Get some damage multiplier samples. Might stick around down here on the surface for a little longer. We've got 2 pretty tough crew members in Matt version 2 and Fractured with 175 health each. Is anything else going to try and attack? Or is that it? Have we burnt through all the allocated enemies for this planet? Not seeing anything else teleport. Oh, no. As soon as I say nothing else is teleporting in, stuff immediately teleports in. If we can at least get, you know, either a new ability or the turrets unlocked, that'll be excellent stuff. out. These guys are using shotguns, I think. I'm out of ammo. Switch guns. Oh, that was right on my doorstep. Yeah, Deckers, look. There's our sample for level 2. Halfway through the turrets. How many samples have we got on here? We've only got 3 on here, so that's number 4 that they're working on right now. That's 4. Oh, Infernos now. We're getting everything attacking us on here, aren't we? Just biomass, getting my health back up. Now working on one last piece of lithium. We've got time for one more attack. Oh, that's it. Harvester is fully loaded. Yeah, time to push off.
10, 9, launch sequence activate. 7, 6, 5, 4.
So there we go then. I'll keep working this system, and then next time out we will go into a Genesis mission. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more Genesis Alpha 1 here on the PS4 very soon.